Oof, that is really bright, and I apologize. But, hello, Penguin. Hello, love. And hello, you. I have opted to read Chapter 2 of the story that I wrote many years ago. Um, there is some Chinese words in here that I honestly can't remember what they were, so please bear with me. Um, I haven't written any more past this because, again, the person who said that they would read it with me, for me, I haven't talked to in a very, very, very long time. If I am not against writing more, I I really like writing. I've always really liked writing. The I was writing little snippets for love, um, but it never really seemed like they were appreciated, or maybe they were, but there was some push and pull there where I needed to know it was good enough, and I was not told it was. What else is new? So I have said that if this is liked enough, I might write more. It might be in small little snippets, and just kind of put together as I see fit. But until then, let me start reading. It's not as long. I don't know if this is as long as the first chapter or not. They're not very long chapters. It was just things that I was writing about. I sometimes do that. Used to do that. I mean, recently I have a book that I was writing down stuff in that nobody wants to see. Trust me. Alright, Chapter 2. What will you do now? For a long while, well, it seemed like a long while, we sat and said nothing. In this moment of silence, you'd expect to hear some noises. Crickets, birds, or even a gust of wind. Nothing, though. No sound. No words. Not even a breeze. Upon this lack of noise, which I am not used to at all, I decided to survey my surroundings. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was just white, as far and as high as I could see. I could feel the ground. I'm sitting with my legs crossed. But it was also white. It was almost disorientating. Going from knowing nothing but darkness and noise to the absolute absence of them. As if knowing my unease, the old man sitting across from me moved slightly. Calm yourself. This is one of those words, I can't remember what it was supposed to be, but it's Charrier. This will help. I think it was supposed to be Prodigy, Young Master, something like that. I couldn't remember. I'd have to, literally look it up, and I might do that. Who knows? Or I may just do without. He quickly reaches out his hand. A small wooden or clay cup is held tightly in wrinkled but strong fingers. Of course, it would be rude not to take what is offered. I grasped the cup from his fingers. It was unnaturally light, almost feather-like in weight. I looked down into the cup, expecting to find some sort of liquid. There was none. I looked up in confusion as the old man sat with a wide, cat-like grin on his face. "What is this?" I muttered, trying to figure out the trick or joke that is being played on me. Without skipping a beat, the old man brings another cup out from behind his now gray, dull robes. Had they always been this dull before? "Do you not know where you are?" Do you really not know where you are?" He takes a long, smooth sip from his cup and brings it down to my view. The cup, now empty, had specks of liquid still flowing down the sides as if it was filled to the brim. I looked back up at the old man, puzzled, him still looking back at me with that Cheshire grin plastered to his face. "Here, let me show you." He waves his hand slightly over the cup. The instant his palm moves over the hole at the top, I noticed it is filled again. This place is inside your mind. We can create and do whatever we want here without affecting anything in the real world. He says this as if I'm supposed to know what that means. In here, you can create everything with a thought. Concentrate on your cup. Will something to drink with a thought. Not so much for your body, since we are in your mind, but to relax. Once you do that, then we can finally start to talk. I looked down at my cup, still puzzled by the whole idea. A drink. What drink, though? When was the last time I had a drink? Staring into the cup, the bottom looks almost endless. What could fill it? Almost as deep as an ocean, waves cresting and falling into another. A soothing, moist breeze can almost be felt. "Young man, look at me." The urgency in his voice causes me to look up and refocus my eyes on him. The old man was in a small boat, floating on the clearest blue of water. It snaps me back, and I realize I'm sitting in waist-deep water. I jolt up to my feet in an effort to not drown, splashing water everywhere. "I know you were thirsty, but did you have to create an entire ocean for that thirst?" Close your eyes and push the ocean away, at least for now. Closing my eyes slowly, taking a deep breath. I imagined the water swirling down a large drain in front of me. I could feel the vacuum of air pulling in the water around me. Opening my eyes, to my amazement, there is, in fact, a giant drain under my feet. I dipped my cup into the water, capturing a bit before it flees down the drain. I look at the old man again. He is standing before me, now smiling that same cat-like grin. I wonder, what's so amusing as I take a sip of water from my cup? It's crisp, pure almost in its taste. It's like I haven't tasted water in forever. Wait, when was the last time I had water? Let alone something to drink. "Who are you, old man?" His smile changed a bit with the comment. "Old man? I'll have you know I am still in my ripe years. I don't plan on dying for another 100 or so years. To answer your question, though, everyone calls me He Ping. It means peace. I am here to put your heart and mind at peace, young man. First, though, what do you remember just prior to waking inside your mind?" The darkness comes back again. The noises. I honestly could not tell you, Mr. Peace. All I remember is darkness for such a long time. I don't even remember when the last time my eyes were open. I don't even know my own name anymore. Who am I? Why do you call me Xiao Ye? Is that my name? As I start to feel the confusion set in, I feel a gentle hand on my shoulder. It's light, warm, but firm, and my anxiety seems to fade. Calm yourself first. Let's go back to the very beginning. I will help you in this journey. Close your eyes and relax. With his words, I immediately felt like I was falling from somewhere high up. Gravity pulling against every bit of my body towards an unknown floor with the same amount of force the falling began with. It stopped. Open your eyes, but be wary. We are now in the very earliest of your memories. Things are going to seem weird at first. Just let the memories come back. Slowly, I open my eyes, and I peer into a bright white room. So devoid of color, it was almost nauseating. Sitting in the middle of the room was a child. This child couldn't be more than 4 or 5 years old, pale skin, and no hair to speak of. In that instant, I knew it was me. I felt this lingering connection with the shadow of a former child's self. In his hand was a baseball. "Throw the ball, 113. The words echoed through the room from a loudspeaker in the corner. In one swift movement, the child version of me tosses the baseball towards the wall. It hits with a soft thud and rolls back to the child. "No, 113. Throw it the way you were taught, with your mind." You can feel the unease shift through the child as he grips the ball in his hand. He lowers his head slightly, almost staring a hole into the ball. There is an electricity in the air that begins to form as the child slowly raised his head. His small hand reached out in front of him, and he begins to drop the ball. As it rolled out of his palm, it flew towards the wall. The ball sped up as it hit the wall, unleashing a loud bang and a cloud of smoke. The wall exploded with the ball. Twine and husk lay in pieces on the floor. Where there was once nothing but white paint, now a smoking black hole in the wall exposed a metal frame. There was silence, and then a hiss as the room started to fill with smoke, and the child, like me, falls on his side into what appears to be a deep sleep. One last look at the slowly breathing child, and everything goes dark. Before me sat Peace again, a very stern look on his face. "Now then, you see the beginning. What will you do now?" So that was chapter 2. We couldn't tell the theme with the chapters that I had done. It was that the chapter title was the last sentence of the entire chapter, basically. I don't know if it's good enough. Of course, a lot of things that I do, I don't know if it's good enough. But there you go. I fulfilled my promise of reading chapter 2. If any of you would like to hear more, want more, see more, or just want me to read whatever you'd like me to read, I can do that too. But until then, I have got too much on my mind. An ocean of thoughts and no boat to row it. So, I will go take a shower and head to bed. May your day be great. May you get everything that you want. And may the smile that crosses your face bring others to happiness.